Good morning, children. I hope all are healthy and good. So, this is the third session of the lesson, Our Strange Lingo. In first two sessions, I explained this poem, and this poem is written by Lord Cromer. Okay, so this is the third session. When you are going to open the NLP, okay, you will find in this chapter, third session, this explanation. Okay, in first two session also we have done the explanation, and today in this session also we are going to just revise this poem again. Okay, so I am going to show you the book, children. Just open your book, page number 45. Okay, now I am going to show you the book. See, this is only a book. Lesson 7, A Strange Lingo. And before we start this poem, a small revision we will do this. Okay, and what is this poem about? The poem has 22 lines that are not dichromatic into stanzas. The poet talks about the exceptions of the English language, where words that are spelled similarly are pronounced very differently. And you know, children, the theme of the poem is the funny twist and exception in the English language. The poem brings out a lot of differently pronounced parallel spellings in English. The poet analyzes the reason for this and concludes that in the English language, sounds and letters don't agree. This poem is a simple, fun poem for children. It talks about that English is such a funny language. A strange lingo, R means ours, strange, unusual, and lingo is a language. Okay, which language we are talking about? We are talking about English. We are learning English here. So we are talking about the language English. Now let's move to the first stanza. Now I'm going to show you the first stanza, children. When the English tongue we speak, why is break not rhyme with freak? Will you tell me why it's true? We say few but likewise few. Students, in this first stanza, the poet is trying to say that when we are speaking English, we speak why is break not rhymed with freak. Break and freak are the rhyming words. Only the first letter is different. You can see only the first letter is different and the pronunciation is different. This is called break and this is called freak. Freak means unusual. So here the poet is trying to say that why don't we pronounce the word break and freak in a similar rhyme way? Will you tell me? What is written in the next line? Will you tell me why it's true? The poet is saying that will you tell me why it's true? Now poet wants to know why this is true. And next line, we say sew but likewise few. Here the word sew is not a sew, it is so. Okay, pronunciation is so. Some people are saying sew, but it is not correct. What is the pronunciation of this word? So. So children, now few and so Both are having the same spelling, only the first letter is different, you can see. But they are pronounced differently. So, here the poet is confused. When we speak English language, most of the words having the same spelling but pronounced differently. You can see some of the words are highlighted: speak, freak. They both are the rhyming words. True and few. They are also having the same rhyme. Now moving on the next stanza. See next page number 46. And the maker of the verse cannot rhymes with horse with verse. Beard is not the same as herd. Cord is different from word. Now here the poet is talking few more examples to tell us how most of the words are confusing in English language and the maker of the words. Now the poet is talking about the maker, that means the person who has made the English language, and the maker of the words cannot rhyme with horse with verse. Cord, beard is not same as herd. Cord is different from word. You can see horse and verse spelling, only the first letter is different, rest of the letters are same, but they pronounce differently. Beard pronounced differently and herd pronounced differently. Cord pronounced differently and word is pronounced differently. Poet is saying that why the maker has done this confusion in English language, why their pronunciation is different if they are having the almost same spellings. Moving on the next stanza, children, you can see cow is cow but low is low. Shoe is never rhymed with foe. Think of horse, doors and loose, and think of goose and yet with choose. Okay, so cow is cow but low is low. Shoe is never rhymed with foe. Shoe and foe rhyming differently. Think of horse, doors and loose. Horse and doors are rhyming same but loose is different. Next line. Think of goose and yet with choose. These words are very clear to you. Moving to the next para. Think of comb, tom and bomb. Doll and roll or home and some. Since pay is rhymed with say, why not paid with said I pray? Okay, so think of comb, tomb and bomb. They are rhyming the same. Doll and roll or home and some. Now can you think about these two words, home and some? They are also having almost same spelling, only the first letter is different, but they rhyming differently. Since pay is rhymed with say, pay is rhymed with say, pay and say are the rhyming same, but why not paid with said I pray? Why not paid with said? They are also having almost same spelling, but they pronounce differently. Here we can say paid and said. Almost same spelling but pronounced differently. So here the poet is praying that should we do or how we will understand the language, but we should learn. Okay, so here poet is not able to understand this language. Some words are having almost same spellings but they pronounce differently, so poet is confused here. Okay, moving to the last para. think of blood, food, and good. Mold is not pronounced like could. Wherefore done, but gone and lone. Is there any reason known? Here, think of blood, food, and good. These three words having almost same spelling but rhyming totally different. They rhyme totally differently. Mold is not pronounced with could. They also having the same spelling almost, but they pronounce differently. Wherefore, done, but gone, and lone. Is there any reason known? Do you know the reason why this is so? The poet is asking. Next, last line. To sum up all, it seems to me, sounds and letters don't agree. To sum up all, it seems to me, sounds and letters don't agree. Now, according to the poet, he says that sounds and letters do not agree with each other. That's why most of the words, those have same spellings but pronounce differently. That's why it is a funny language, children. Okay. So, we have done the explanation of this poem, and whatever the exercise is left in this poem, we will do in the next session. Till then, goodbye, children. Stay home, stay safe.